sun is gone, wind and nothing shines upon. No, I know not what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Hello to everyone on the internet. How you all doing today? It is the British Runner here, and in today's video we are back with more Versus on Dead Space. So let's take it away. I am joined by
the engineer.
Once again,
stressed out in here.
Although he's gonna lose.
We'll see.
What the fuck? Just what?
What? What happened?
What? I was aiming at an exploder and he just turned around and walked the other way. What the fuck?
He said, nah, son, nah, chief. Making him move fast. Real fast.
Wonder if this just kills him one time, Yes, it does.
Where's the other one at? I know you're coming. There you are.
So where will you grab me when pigs fly? I think I just had pigs fly.
It's a good Pink Floyd song.
But I just had pigs fly like the little babies. They got catapulted into the air.
Isaac Newton is one bad, not the Chandler.
Delivering cargo shipment 782.
I have now just got the marker getting across the chasm. Yes, awesome. Too far away from me. Oh no, never mind, I spoke too soon.
Delivering cargo shipment 782 to the Hangar Bay.
The cargo lift has arrived. The marker is in the Hangar Bay.
Nope.
You can load it into
Not
the
today, flying nutsack.
I literally used a speedrunner tactic to complete this area so quickly.
Run, run, run. Mr. Clock.
I restored power to the elevator. Take it up to the hangar bay and get the marker on the shuttle. I'm heading up to the flight deck now. Oh god. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
I hope Kendra gets eaten by a necromorph on our way to here.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. I've seen it.
What are you doing now?
On my way to steal the shock point, or not the shock, the what do you call it? I can't remember what it's called in this one. It's called something else.
The shock point drive. The shock point drive.
It's called something else in this.
No, it's called the shock point drive.
Hazardous anomaly
Shock point
detected.
core.
Quarantine activated.
Whoops.
It's called.
I'm gonna die.
Jumping.
I'm gonna die.
It's called auto jumping in Dead Space Aftermath. That's probably
Portal
the thing.
jumping.
Yeah.
Portal jumping? What is this? Doom? The movie?
Fuck, where'd you come from? Oh, get off of me! Get off! Oh, come on. No, don't grab me again!
Get the hell off my ship. Legend. Now go. with a legendary bowline.
Quarantine lifted.
Come get some. I'm going this way.
I made it. I made it.
Excellent. I'm going to dock the shuttle.
And there's the
Got to be
Kelly.
careful now. Careful.
Ballin', but at what cost?
I'm bringing the shuttle down now. The automated loading controls aren't responding. You'll have to shut down gravity in the hangar bay, and then manually bring the marker directly beneath the shuttle.
Hold still.
Hopefully in the remake when we return to areas after we've already been to them, they look a little bit more like more corrupted than they do in the original. Like
Yeah,
there's
they'll probably
actual
they'll probably make it a
corruption
little
around.
spicy. Yeah, they'll make it a little spicier.
Yeah. So like when Isaac returns to chapter 1, basically, the flight deck, it will have corruption all over the place
Entering zero gravity.
that it didn't normally have. That would be good. Oh, could you imagine if we did a Minecraft versus
Oh boy,
where we'd have to get to the end of the game?
that's a problem because
I-
I've never like outside of playing Minecraft for like a couple months as a kid, I've never actually like done any of that stuff in Minecraft.
Well, neither have I.
That would be interesting though.
Yeah, it would. I like it.
There, you're behind me. I can hear you.
I'm not behind you.
I can smell you.
No. No, you cannot. You can't
Come get it.
smell anything. Although it wouldn't be the creepiest line I've ever heard.
Oh! Right next to the exploder making its noise.
Creepiest noise the creepiest thing I've ever heard is "Who's your mama? Ah,
Oh.
your mama."
That's a little unsettling.
Yeah. Attacking two cannons, everyone. What the fuck? How did you hit me?
Got my dollar store camera on.
Alright, I've got him. Got him, it's good.
Okay, it's in position.
My least favorite part of the game.
Still having trouble with these damn loading controls. Isaac, restore
Exiting
gravity to the
zero
room.
gravity.
I should be able to load the marker then.
Loading cargo shipment 782.
It's on board. Please come
Also, I
and
love
join
the
me.
fact that no
Together
one,
we can stop
well,
this hive mind.
there was a
We
few
can
people
end
that
this
like
nightmare at
they
last.
rejected my idea about the marker. What do you call it? Not really reanimating the corpses.
Over here! Hurry! There's no time to waste. We must do it.
I like that. Like, you know, because like most of the internet's been fooled to believe that the markers are the ones that actually create the necromorphs, when it's actually the recombinant that does that instead.
Well, I mean, the marker makes the initial first recombinator.
No, it's actually the scientists who re-engineer the codes to create the recombinant.
No, I know. I'm saying like the way the marker works, like from that point on, is that it always makes an infector,
Sorry,
which
Isaac.
is the first step.
Go through with it.
No.
What?
The recombinant
Because I
does.
should thank you for finding the marker.
Recombinant does that.
We even managed without
The
help from
recombinant
USM Valor.
restructures the DNA and all
Thank you for
that.
helping me find him, by the way.
It's called the singularity
I've been
core,
looking for
and
this
not the
place for
shock
a
point
long
thing.
time. See what kind of no one
Singularity
it was the government.
Actually.
This whole planet is one
Wow.
experiment. The marker,
But,
this
like, yeah, like the
divine relic,
marker does not reanimate the
made
corpses
by man.
or
We
create
reverse engineered it a couple of hundred
just
years ago from
stimulates
the real marker,
contagions,
a true alien
what do you call
artifact
it?
recovered on Earth.
Recombinant
They
cells
dug
to
it
be
up,
able to
studied it, and they made it their own.
basically
yeah,
restructure,
yeah.
you know, to
Yeah,
restructure
yeah.
the DNA of the.
And he's seen
You literally
himself.
see it happen. You see it happen in Downfall.
They sealed the system,
But
and no one would have been the
in
wiser.
what do you call it?
But then the CEC
In
blunders
things
in
like
and starts
Aftermath, yeah,
tearing the
that's because
planet
the writers
apart.
didn't really pay much attention
The
to
experiment was still
what
alive.
the actual lore
Ken was
was.
right about the hive
They
mind.
never played
The
first
marker
game.
would contain it, but
They
that doesn't
never,
matter now,
you
does
know,
it?
jumped into the
I have the
backstory
marker,
of the game.
and this entire system
And that's
can go to
what
hell.
that's where a lot of people have
For
kind
what
of
it's
been
worth,
pulled into
you did a
believing that
great
the
job,
marker
Isaac.
does restructure DNA.
See you
It
around,
doesn't.
or maybe not.
I mean, like the marker still has a connection to the
I need you to
necromorphs
help
and the
me.
contagion,
Help us.
obviously.
Now! I'm in
Otherwise,
the flight control
convergence
room.
would make much sense.
Please,
but
Isaac, hurry!
main
Please!
reason Dead Space's lore is kind of as messed up as it actually is because two very different directions with the first game. First game's story is a bit like, you know, they pulled, you know, this thing out of the ground and then all this batshit crazy stuff happened. As soon as they put it back, oh, it's all back to normal, you know? All of this could have been... What do you call it? All of this could have been avoided if they had just left the marker alone, but because they tampered with it, they released it.
Because we had to play God.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's just kind of like, what do you call it? Opening Pandora's box. As soon as you close the box, everything goes back to normal.
Isaac?
Just like putting a cork back in the bottle of wine. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much the same thing with the marker.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's how the original concept was to be, and because of that, yeah,
You need to get it back
like the
now,
whole
Isaac.
make us whole thing doesn't
You
really
can
make
pilot the
much
shuttle remotely
sense
from
after
here.
Dead Space 1, because that's what
Make
Make
us
Us
whole
Whole
again.
was meant to be.
Make us whole again.
Like
Make us whole.
The marker becoming whole with the pedestrian. That's what it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be like, oh yeah, make us whole means actually make the moon whole in Dead Space 3. That's why they say make us whole again.
Isaac, what the hell are you doing? You're making a
Make
big
us
mistake.
whole, Isaac.
It's not
That's why
over.
it doesn't make sense. That's why the whole make us whole thing does not make sense in Dead Space 2. Because the marker's already
Escape pod
whole.
away, crew shuttle USG-09. Repeat. Shuttle has ejected escape pod.
It doesn't matter.
They lied to
She
me.
can't escape her fate. None of us can.
Whee!
What are you doing now?
Just left the Valor.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Reprogram the shuttle so we can fly down to the colony.
So you're now coming into chapter 10.
Yep.
Now go. Get
Nice.
on the shuttle.
And you're almost done with chapter 11, I assume?
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for the shuttle to come in now. But yeah, like a lot of people are going like, oh yeah, you can never, that's your problem, you can never be wrong. It's like, well yeah, I can be wrong, but I know I'm right on this part because that's the backstory logs in Dead Space. And also it makes sense for all the other games as well, for the marker's electromagnetic energy to be harnessed by the recombinant to help to stimulate it. And so, like how we are stimulated by the electromagnetic, what do you call it, impulses in our brain.
Oh yeah,
So
it's very similar. There's actually
it's
go on.
basically nearly the same. It's basically nearly the same as that. You know, so it's a parallel to humanity.
In more ways than one, because there's actually a frequency, like a hum of the Earth, and if you leave, like people in space get agitated, and if you get like, if we were ever to travel from Earth, we'd have to replicate that frequency because it would drive us absolutely bonkers because we're so used to the sound of the Earth, even though we can't technically hear it.
Now out of here. But yeah, like that's the whole thing with the markers. Like that was the original concept for the marker. It was just literally this bad
You're
thing,
doing the right
this
thing,
bad
Isaac.
voodoo thing you don't
We're
fuck
together
around
now.
with.
The way it
But
always should.
then
I
when
knew you'd come
I
back
think
for
Len
me.
Schofield left when Dead Space 2
Nothing can
was
stop
coming.
us now.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, so therefore Dead Space went to fucking shit and turned into an action survival game.
I mean, yeah, I like the change of pace.
Because the concept of an action survival game, they had to change the story. They had to change what the marker, actually does.
Isaac,
So that's where the parallel
get
is.
the marker off the
That's
shuttle.
why there are two different laws in Dead Space. Because the developers had to make it seem like the marker is this evil object that actually just does this because it's its purpose and all that stuff, rather than does this because of certain things. Especially when you read Dead Space Martyr, because it actually has the same thing as the Dead Space comics do. Because the marker is telling them to fuck off and leave them alone. Like the marker is telling these, the pilots in the submarine to leave the marker alone. Don't go near it. Don't do anything. Just leave it alone. Leave it be. But they don't listen, and then all that batshit crazy stuff happens. I didn't even start my timer. Wow.
We're at 16 minutes.
Okay. But yeah, that's the whole point of the marker. It kind of warns you, but then you don't listen, and then boom, that happens. Like, that's where I come to the conclusion with my theory that the marker doesn't actually have any control over
Isaac,
the
the marker needs to be returned to the pedestal.
Like, why would it be
Use the loader to bring it there
warning?
and place it on the pedestal. Replace
If
it
you
with
didn't want the
tape
best thing for
and make it
humanity,
whole
why
again.
the hell would it be warning you other than reverse psychology? Oh god, get the hell off me. Get off! You're not affecting me today. You're not affecting me today. Piss off.
Size mama.
Yeah, so why would the marker be warning you about itself?
I always figured it had something to do with,
I mean, yeah, it could be some reverse psychology, couldn't it? But,
yeah, that's what I always just assumed it was.
Like an advanced alien obelisk, there's got to be something. There's got to be a higher purpose for the marker than just creating blood moons, right?
I mean, it just like if we're following the regular canon, it would be its whole purpose is to form a connection to its brothers and consume the galaxy that it was dropped in.
That's not even the original law, though. That's the replace law.
Yeah.
Like where Star Wars has canon and Star Wars Legends, Dead Space one's kind of become Dead Space Legends.
I mean, you could say that. Like, I guess anything like outside of after that takes place in the same universe as one. If you're gonna say that, then I would say anything that's an extension of one that's outside of the games would be Legends, since the games are technically canon, unless.
But then the games even contradict each other.
They do, but I'm pretty sure
Like Dead Space
Glenn Schofield made a point to say that the 2 and 3 are canon.
Yeah, but then 2 contradicts Dead Space 1, and Dead Space 1 contradicts Dead Space 2.
I don't think they were. I don't think they were considering like all of that when they were making the game. To be honest.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like they were not. Like,
so you're gonna have retcons.
Like Joey would say to me, like, well, actually, they knew that they were gonna make a Dead Space 2 when they made Dead Space 1. It's like, no, they didn't. Who the fuck? I mean, did Rareware know that they were gonna make Banjo-Tooie when they made Banjo-Kazooie?
No.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with visual. They had no idea. They didn't know that they were gonna be jumping. I mean, they did flesh out just in case. He fleshed out Dead Space to make it, to actually make its actual own lore sort of thing, make the whole game make sense. Because that's what you do. You make the whole game make sense.
Yeah, I guess. Still like the direction that the story went after 1. The whole idea of him being put in a psych ward, the Titan Station.
Yeah.
Even after playing Dead Space 3 for
like,
after a few times, it makes sense.
As long as everybody is, they know the reason why the law was changed about the marker, that's fine with me. But like, you have to kind of just look at it like from a developer's perspective. How do I make a Dead Space 2 when the original purpose of the marker was to seal the hive mind, essentially, to stop all of this batshit crazy stuff happening all over the entire galaxy?
Oh my god, come on.
That's what the marker is used for. It uses its own dormancy field against the necromorphs. Like, the marker is a yin to the necromorph's yang, essentially. But at the end of the day, for some reason the dormancy field happens. I don't know why. Maybe it just maybe the dormancy field being expanded. Maybe there's like a, what do you call it? If you were to put the marker in the center of a bit of paper sort of thing and draw a circle around it, then that would be its dormancy field, where no, what do you call it? There's no electromagnetic energy happening around that area, and it's all happening outside of that field.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then like the pedestrian expands that area, so therefore the electromagnetic energy is happening not on the planet but outside in space. That's where it could actually be like that.
In space.
So therefore there are no necromorphs animated on the actual planet. Oh yeah, look at me go. Look at me go with the contact beam now.
He's got the contact beam, run!
Yeah, I got a fully upgraded contact beam now. So there is a bit of a parallel between Dead Space 1's sort of lore and Dead Space 2's. But as we all know, like, they had to make a Dead Space 2. So therefore they had to make it make sense. So that's where the lore change came from.
Yeah, I feel like when you change writers, you kind of have to adjust.
Yeah. Well, the whole direction of visual games changed when Glenn Schofield departed, because he was the director, was he not?
He was the director of the story, and I think he was the director of design too. So yeah, the whole visual changed, but I think he left. I don't think he left because he wasn't happy with the situation. I think he left because he wanted to work on a different project, or he wanted to make his sequel, and they wanted him to change it up, and that's why. Like Callisto Protocol is probably going to be what he envisioned for the second Dead Space game.
I think the reason that he left was because they wanted more action. He was not interested in making it a purely action game, and he didn't want Dead Space to turn into that. And
I can't blame him.
Yeah, I can't blame him either. It's like, that's his project, that's his baby, so he wouldn't want to be a part of that. I would really like to get Glenn Schofield in for an interview to talk about that.
I don't think he would want to. I don't think he probably wouldn't answer those questions. He probably, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like he probably has had to explain that to a lot of people who have had the chance to interview him. He probably wouldn't want to explain it all over again. But I could be wrong. if you do manage to get him, you know, that would be interesting to see what his whole take on it would be.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Coming through, guys. I don't have any stasis. Leave me be. Screw
But
you.
yeah, it's understandable where people are like coming from when what do you call it? They say like I know nothing about the marker because like you know my law doesn't make any sense to them because they follow the Dead Space 2 law of the markers. You get what I mean?
Damn it.
But it is astounding that so many people would believe that the marker does reanimate corpses. But there is a way that Dead Space 2 with the old law actually does work.
Hold on. I'm at my wit's end right now with this fucking divider piece. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's definitely you can tell there's a clear divergent when the second game, like, you know, retcons and contradicts lore from the first game.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know, when you don't have the guy who made the story, you're gonna have to come up with some stuff. And I feel like a lot of the original team had ideas of how to keep it, you know, how to keep his vision sort of alive without having to compromise. So, you know, we got an action horror game. You know, we still got something similar to what he envisioned, except it's just, you know, a little more action.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to Callisto Protocol because it was actually the mind behind Dead Space.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of the concept art too. It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah. I just hope it's just not gonna be a copy and paste of Dead Space.
Nah, I don't think it will be.
Oh shit. Kind of shit if it was just a copy and paste, you know, like.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's gonna be that.
But I think the reason that we're getting a Dead Space remake now isn't just because of Callisto Protocol's development. It's also because of negative atmosphere.
That too.
Yeah. EA's like, oh no, there are 2 games that are going to come out that's a little bit like Dead Space. No, we need to get people interested in Dead Space again. The only problem with that is though, EA Motive. I just hope it's not going to be like the visual games. You know, I think I can't remember her name, but there was a woman that took over from the previous director that developed or oversaw development on Dead Space 2, and she was the one who created Dead Space 3, and that's why it was such a shitball thing. It was the same thing as that female director for Disney when they were making the sequel trilogy for Star Wars. Like, she was having all these radical ideas thrown into the thing where you don't really mess with perfection and all that stuff. She didn't actually understand that, and that's why it failed. Like, and also because the writing was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Same thing with the Dead Space 3. I mean, they had some good ideas, but then again, they executed it very poorly.
Yeah, it had good story potential. Oh my god.
I mean, if I hit 7,500, I will indeed reveal what I would have done with the story.
You heard it here, folks. Give him the old subscriber-rooney.
I will say though, it will be like a Holocaust parallel. It would still have the unitologist rising the power though. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh shit! I didn't even know you were here. What the fuck?
Oh my god, Kendra, open the freaking door! Kendra, please. You bitch.
You're in chapter 10 now, ain't you?
Oh, God, yes. I said as we trapped the hunter. Thanks for overriding the lock while he's in the way of the door. I really appreciate that. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
All just to help you out, man.
Yep. Oh, we're at our threshold.
No, we're not.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
continue because I'm literally nearly at the end of the game, so
Oh, I see how it
this is
is.
gonna be our final part, I think.
The final ride.
Final round, yeah. Also, why do all the necromorphs die in this instance when the dormancy field expands? See, they all die. Proof. Proof of the law.
Thank you, Isaac.
The fuck? Why is it telling me to go? Oh, I
always
have to get
believed
that
in you.
stupid ass part in here.
I knew you'd return to me. We are whole again, Isaac. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers.
Man, there's not a freaking
Tectonic load released.
stasis recharge station anywhere here.
Decontamination cycle activated.
Although Glenn Schofield does, what do you call it? With the end cutscene of Dead Space, he does hint at a Dead Space 2, doesn't he?
Yeah, with Nicole like giving him.
Like going, I'm still alive, bitch. Ah.
Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
I was with you the whole time, bitch.
Oh, it's an infector on me. Get off of me.
What? You don't believe me? Take a look.
Haha.
Better yet, take a look at the
Eat
video
it.
from Nicole.
Run. And immediately gets hit by enhanced because there was no way to get away from him. Now I'm at half health. Yay!
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you.
My friend.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing. In the end, it all comes down to this one little thing. I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I
Mr. Clark,
always
you've made it.
loved you.
Are you dragging? Did you just make it all the way to the podium?
No. You're ruining a very special moment in the Dead Space lore, okay? Shush. A very important moment.
Okay.
No, it was all real. I can't believe it.
See? You're insane.
Okay, now you can talk.
Just like I.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Nicole is
Let me
dead
speak
this
to
whole time.
Yeah, there's literally no way I'm gonna catch up to you.
It was caused by
Yeah, it's probably not. Unless I died to the hive mind so many times.
I don't see that happening.
It could happen.
I doubt it.
I don't doubt it. Just keep trying. Doing what you're doing.
Oh, I'm gonna keep trying.
No need to give up or anything like that.
I have to sit through kind speech, so you know.
Although I really do not like how short it is to get back to, you know, the start of the level. And how long it would take Kendra to have to get back.
That is a big one. Like, how, if it's an escape pod, I don't know what kind of control those things have.
No. I mean, like, when she takes the marker and you walk through this corridor, oh, I'm already back in the main area.
Yeah.
Like, how did Kendra beat Isaac to that area then? Because you saw how slow the marker was getting taken back to that door.
Yeah.
So how the hell, if it's moving at that speed, or what, when the door closes, it just automatically turns into turbo speed?
Turbo door.
It just, like, the marker just starts moving like, what, we're playing freaking Pac-Man or some shit like that.
Exactly
Moving
like
at that
Pac-Man.
speed. Ridiculous.
That's a lot of
Absolutely
pregantes. Nope. Nope.
Okay, time to go upgrade for the last time. Nearly have my line gun fully upgraded.
Line gun user detected.
Well, I'm a line gun user and a contact beam user and a plasma cutter user right now. Also, like, if you look at the surrounding area, you can't see Kendra anywhere, but as soon as you go into the cutscene, oh, she just runs straight into view. It's like, why?
Oh my god.
I have a question for God. Why?
Someone said that they feel sorry for Kendra when she dies. It's like, no, I don't feel sorry for her. She got exactly what she deserved.
She kind of had it coming.
Yeah, she did have it coming. Like, you know, she released the hive mind from his prison, so, like, you know.
Did she, or was it technically it was Isaac?
No, it was actually Kendra, because, like, if you remove the pedestal, you remove the marker from the pedestal, yeah, the dormancy field shrinks. So therefore, the hive mind releases. You put it back though, hive mind
makes sense.
sealed, like Canon says.
Oh. How you going? How you doing? Let's go. Oh!
Okay, now getting into the cancerous bit.
I know you're playing. I know you're lying.
What?
The Twitcher pretended to be dead.
Okay, God. Oh, thank God, that's like the worst part of the boss battle.
Ah! Yo, game, I would really appreciate it if you would throw 1.5 million Twitchers my way. Or I'm gonna die.
Hey, man.
Really? Do you all have to pretend like you're dead? I have no health. I have no fucking health because of those fucking Twitchers. Oh my god. Am I gonna be fast enough? I'm fucking like no health right now. There we go. Thank you. God. Goddamn Twitchers. Just to be Sure.
Gotcha.
You're fighting the hive mind right now?
I'm fighting the hive mind, yeah. But this is my game, so what did you expect?
That's true. That's true.
You know, I'm sure it'll be different when we get to Dead Space 2. If we get to Dead Space 2.
Possibly.
Come off it, really?
You're not gonna die. Stop pretending like this is hard.
No, it's just that he's not dying. Shoot him time mines him, he's not dying like he normally does. Show. That's one done.
Shuttle locks disengage. Well, at least I'm only one chapter behind you. In the end, I almost caught up in you. Freaking stasis.
One left. One left now. Where are you now?
I just boarded the shuttle. I'm getting ready to go put the marker on the shuttle, basically.
Okay. Are you just putting the marker on the shuttle?
No, I'm getting ready to like go down there and do it.
Gotcha. He's dead now. Oh shit, I was a bit too close.
What do you mean?
Oh, he collapsed on top of me. But I'm done. I got out of there. I threw my line gun away. I'm now leaving.
You did it, gamer.
Right now, you mean I'm not gamer? I am the British runner, not the British gamer. I mean, like, when you're saying Canon sort of thing, like normally you would
Uh-oh. Your mic just unplugged.
Sorry.
No.
What do you call it? I pulled my mic out. But when we say about canon sort of thing, what would you think would be more canon? Like the games that don't present that much lore, or the games that, or the media and games that present more lore?
Anything that like extends past Dead Space 1 that doesn't directly correlate with Dead Space 2 is not canon, basically.
Yeah, well, here's the thing,
but
right? You got so
things
much
like salvage and other stuff like that. It's all canon, but like because the oracles show up in Severed, so. But you know.
So Marta is not considered canon.
I would say it unless directly specified, because like, well, I mean it does explain a lot and it has a lot of no, it is because Dredger Corp shows up in Dead Space 3.
Yeah, so then all the stuff that happens in Marta is canon as well then. Same thing. Yeah. Same with Catalyst because EarthGov is in Catalyst as well.
Yeah, and Aspera is mentioned in Dead Space 3.
Yeah, and what do you call it?
Is your game over?
Yeah, it's over. But
should I just stop then?
No, keep going. Like what do you call it? Dead Space Downfall and Aftermath played Dead Space 2 as well. So like, yeah. So that's canon as well. So then, therefore, what do we not see as canon? You know, because they all the lore adds up to those games as well. You know.
Anything like that, like directly contradicts the main story, I would say
I prefer the contagion sort of thing, rather than oh yeah, this rock just magically transforms, you know, the dead bodies into
Christ all fucking mighty.
necromorph enemies. You know, like I don't like that whole thing. Like, oh, it's a marker signal. That's it. There's no actual lore to suggest what even the marker signal actually is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all know it's a telepathic signal that comes from the Brethren Moons to the markers now. But, you know...
Please no.
You know, like, how does the marker... Like, someone commented to me saying, like, oh yeah, the marker telepathically changes DNA. It's just like, no, it doesn't.
That's not how this works.
No, you can't telepathically change DNA through, what do you call it? You can't do that to a dead body, because the dead body isn't alive. There's nothing to talk to. There's nothing to telepathically communicate with.
Well, that's what the fluid's for.
Yeah. So like,
I think it's stated that the marker signal directly, what do you call it? The waves actually make the first infector like snap, like all the bones snap into place and stuff like that. So
no, that was the contagion from Aegis 7.
No, I know.
It wasn't.
I'm saying you see it happen in Downfall, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. In Downfall, you do not. It happens with an infector, but that's because there's an infector on Aegis 7 that winds up in the.
Yeah, it does. It flies in. That's right. I forgot about that.
It flies into the shuttle and it hitches a ride to the Ishimura.
Hitches a ride.
Yeah, and then it goes into the morgue and starts infecting
corpses. That's right.
Yeah, and spreads the contagion because that's what an infector does. An infector spreads the the recombinant cells and inserts it into the slashers, or the bodies that would become slashers. And while it's doing that, yeah, it's also leaving behind recombinant fluid all over the ship because it's moving around. So it leaks out recombinant fluid. So then the recombinant fluid can turn into corruption as well.
Isn't it implied that some of the
and that's what eventually makes up to become the Leviathan?
Yeah, I was saying, isn't it implied that some of the slashers can infect? Because isn't that what happens on the Valor? Like, I'm pretty sure like a slasher is in the pod and it attacks the soldiers, but it has the same fluid in its bite when it bites or rips.
I wouldn't say it. I don't. Well, actually, the slashers are jawless, aren't they? So they can't bite.
They have those tentacles.
No, they don't.
Out of their mouths? You have those you can see them.
Those aren't tentacles, dude.
They're tendrils.
Yeah, they have those, but that doesn't bite anybody.
Yeah, but you can clearly see fluid coming off of them.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I thought.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they bite, but I'm saying
then I remember the execution, and it's like, well, what are they doing to Isaac then?
Damn it!
They're just sucking his neck down their throat.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving him a little hickey. But yeah.
Little hickey.
Yeah, I suppose they can bite them because they, do that. But I like in the remake that they're actually changing the design of the slashes so they don't appear jawless. They actually do have a jaw. It's just that the lower jaw is it's retreated a little bit further downwards, sort of thing.
Yeah. Shoot it right off.
No, it's just that, the jaw is not extended as much as our jaws are. It's been pushed back a bit. So, the top part of the, skull is retreating further. If you get what I mean.
Oh, I get what you mean. What'd that mouth do?
Yeah. But yeah, I would consider the marker to assist the recombinant by stimulating the cells and all that. And it makes more sense, to be fair. It makes more sense than just a marker signal that, you know, transforms the thingy into that.
Yeah.
Like, and it also makes sense within Dead Space 2's lore with what do you call it? With the what is it, like one of the doctors in the Ishimura takes a bit of the goop and then puts it in front of the like a marker, and it reanimates the cells and all that. You know, it makes more sense then, because then you can say that the recombinant, you know, does what it actually does do, which is when the marker is not present within the distant area, or within the ship, or in the colony, or in the surrounding area, it can't feed off of the electromagnetic energy, so therefore it goes into dormancy. As it does, as it does in the lore. So, like, it all makes sense that the marker does not reanimate the corpses into necromorphs, because the marker did not do that with the research teams when, like, before they made the recombinant. You know, and I think Roanoke even spoke about it in his video. You know, explaining, you know, the corruption and how the necrotized cells actually work.
He does. He do explain.
Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching the end part of the Dead Space verses. If you guys did enjoy it, I would appreciate you hit a like on the video, comment what you thought about it. We look forward to hearing from you. Subscribe to join the British Alliance today, and to the engineer as well, to join the engineering guild. And we will see you on the next episode of Versus, whatever that may be.
I tried my hardest, guys.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get another chance at some point.
A man has a choice. I chose rapture. But my city was betrayed by the weak. So I ask you, my friend, if your life were the prize, would you kill the innocent? Would you sacrifice your humanity? We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make